Hi, everyone. Welcome back to my channel USA Old Coins. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of old United States coins. From the shiny Lincoln pennies to rare Jefferson nickels and historic Washington quarters, each coin tells a story about America's past. These coins aren't just currency, they're tiny pieces of history, carrying the art, culture, and milestones of their era. Whether you're a collector, history enthusiast, or just curious about the value hidden in your pocket change, you're in for an exciting journey. Let's explore the stories behind these iconic coins and uncover the treasures that lie in plain sight. Top 1. In the world of American coinage, every coin tells a story, and among the modern quarters that collectors admire, the 2016 Harper's Ferry quarter stands out like a shining gem from the state of West Virginia. It's not just a coin, it's a miniature monument to one of America's most defining moments in history. Imagine holding in your hand a small piece of metal that captures the echoes of freedom, courage, and struggle. The 2016 Harper's Ferry quarter does exactly that. It's part of the United States Mint's America the Beautiful series, which beautifully honors national parks and historic sites from across the nation. When this quarter was first released in 2016, it quickly captured the attention of collectors and history lovers alike. Its design showcases the historic building known as John Brown's Fort, a site that changed the course of American history forever. On the front of the coin, the familiar face of George Washington stands proud, reminding us of the strength and unity of the United States. The reverse, however, tells a deeper, more emotional story, a story of rebellion, ideals, and the quest for freedom. Harper's Ferry, located in West Virginia, became a symbol of the abolitionist movement when John Brown led his famous raid in 1859. His goal was to spark a movement to end slavery in the United States, and this small fort became the heart of his stand. The designers of the 2016 quarter captured this powerful story in silver and copper, allowing future generations to remember a moment that reshaped a nation. Every time you glance at that tiny fort on the coin, you're reminded of courage and conviction. Minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, the Harper's Ferry quarter came in various finishes: circulated, uncirculated, and proof. But what truly makes it fascinating is that some rare varieties have surfaced, and they are worth far more than face value. Collectors have discovered a few 2016 Harper's Ferry quarters with striking minting errors. Some have doubled eyes, while others show misaligned strikes or even missing details in the design. These unique mistakes are what makes certain coins worth thousands. One of the most sought-after versions features a double die error on the reverse, especially visible in the lettering around John Brown's fort. For those who know what to look for, this can turn a regular coin into a treasure. Even coins in pristine mint condition without any errors can attract serious interest from collectors, particularly when they have that perfect uncirculated shine and sharp details. The Harper's Ferry quarter's beauty lies not just in its design but in its story. It represents a chapter of American history where ideals and action collided in a powerful way. Every collector who owns one knows they are holding a coin that tells a story of struggle, sacrifice, and change. It's not just about value, it's about heritage. From a numismatic point of view, the 2016 Harper's Ferry quarter has continued to rise in popularity because of its limited mintage and strong historical appeal. People love coins that connect them with a bigger story. For many, this coin is a reminder of how ordinary things, like coins in our pockets, can carry extraordinary history. The America the Beautiful series gave collectors something to cherish with every release, and the Harper's Ferry design is among the most memorable of all. Each detail, from the fort's windows to the tiny bricks carved into the design, was carefully crafted by the engravers at the U.S. Mint to preserve accuracy and honor the legacy of John Brown's stand. Collectors often describe finding a Harper's Ferry quarter in circulation as an exciting moment, especially if it's in better condition than most. You never know when a rare version might slip through your hands unnoticed. Over time, the value of specific Harper's Ferry quarters, especially those with minting errors, has skyrocketed in auctions. They've become the highlight of many modern coin collections. Even those who don't collect coins can't help but admire how this quarter connects art, history, and patriotism all in one small piece of metal. For those who look closely, Each Harper's Ferry quarter tells a silent story of bravery that echoes through time, from 1859 to today. When you flip the coin and see Washington's portrait, you're reminded of leadership and strength. When you turn it back, you're reminded of resistance and courage. This powerful combination of symbolism makes the Harper's Ferry quarter one of the most meaningful coins in modern U.S. history. So, if you ever come across one, especially in exceptional condition, hold on to it. It might be worth far more than you think. Many collectors scour rolls of quarters just hoping to find that rare 2016 Harper's Ferry piece with a special minting flaw. Finding one can be a life-changing moment for collectors and coin hunters alike. Coins like this remind us that hidden treasures are still out there, waiting to be discovered by sharp eyes and curious minds. And if you're lucky enough to find the rare 2016 Harper's Ferry quarter with the right features and pristine condition, it could fetch an astonishing price of $45,000. Tell us in the comments if you've ever found a Harper's Ferry quarter in your collection or pocket change. We'd love to know what treasures you've discovered. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more fascinating coin stories, and make sure to like this video if you enjoyed the journey through the history of this remarkable coin. Top 2. In the fascinating world of modern American coins, there's one that shines not just for its design but for the powerful woman it honors, the 2023 Eleanor Roosevelt Washington quarter. This coin, from the U.S. Mint's American Women Quarters series, celebrates a woman whose legacy changed the course of history forever. When you hold the 2023 Eleanor Roosevelt quarter in your hand, you're not just looking at a piece of metal. You're holding a story of compassion, leadership, and courage that continues to inspire people all over the world. The coin's obverse features the timeless image of George Washington, designed by Laura Garden Fraser, one of the most talented sculptors in American history. Her elegant design gives Washington a proud, noble look, symbolizing the strength of the nation. But the real magic lies on the reverse of the coin, where Eleanor Roosevelt's portrait takes center stage. The design captures her intelligence, dignity, and deep sense of humanity, reminding us why she remains one of the most admired first ladies in history. Eleanor Roosevelt wasn't just the wife of a president, she was a voice for justice and equality. Her work with the United Nations and her dedication to human rights made her a global symbol of hope. The quarter shows her alongside the United Nations Universal Declaration of Human Rights, a document she played a key role in creating. This design choice perfectly represents her lifelong mission, to stand up for those who couldn't stand up for themselves. The 2023 Eleanor Roosevelt quarter was minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each version carries its own charm, from the standard circulation strikes to the brilliant proofs made especially for collectors. When the U.S. Mint released it, collectors across the country eagerly searched for it, knowing this coin would become a meaningful addition to any modern collection. The artistry on this coin is breathtaking. Every detail, from Eleanor's thoughtful expression to the fine lines of the document beside her, was crafted with precision and respect. What makes this quarter even more exciting is that certain minting errors have made a few examples extremely valuable. Coins with double dies or misaligned strikes have caught the attention of collectors everywhere. In fact, there are reports of a few rare pieces with die breaks near the inscriptions, creating unique flaws that make each coin one of a kind. Even without errors, uncirculated examples with mirror-like surfaces are highly sought after. Collectors love these pristine coins for their beauty and rarity. Eleanor Roosevelt's quarter represents more than numismatic value. It symbolizes progress and the strength of women who've shaped America's story. Every time someone flips this coin, they're reminded that leadership and kindness go hand in hand. It's a coin that inspires as much as it shines. For new collectors, finding a 2023 Eleanor Roosevelt quarter in perfect condition can feel like discovering hidden treasure. Its historical and emotional appeal gives it an edge over many other modern issues. The American Women Quarters series has been a beautiful tribute to the trailblazers who made history, and Eleanor Roosevelt's coin stands proudly among them. Each release in this series brings something special to the table, but few carry the same global influence as this one. Eleanor's story is known and respected around the world. The reverse design serves as a timeless reminder of her legacy in shaping the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, a legacy that still protects millions today. Collectors who cherish coins with a deeper message consider this one a must-have. It's not just about collecting, it's about honoring history. Finding one in brilliant uncirculated condition is becoming harder each day, as collectors quickly secure them from circulation. As time passes, coins like this will only grow in value, not just for their metal or rarity, but for the story they tell about human compassion and progress. The 2023 Eleanor Roosevelt quarter is a bridge between the past and the present, a token of how far America has come and how one person's voice can change the world. From its beautiful design to its message of hope, this coin captures everything the American Women Quarters program stands for. Eleanor's gentle yet determined spirit seems to live within the design, reminding us all that real change begins with courage and empathy. Amazing to think that a small coin can hold so much meaning, connecting history, art, and humanity in such a powerful way. For coin lovers, it's a piece worth keeping close, both for its beauty and its message. For historians, it's a reminder of one of the greatest women of the 20th century. Every collector dreams of finding a coin that not only looks stunning but also tells a story that resonates deeply. And the 2023 Eleanor Roosevelt quarter does exactly that. So, if you ever come across one, take a closer look. You might be holding a treasure that's worth far more than face value. Because some of these rare 2023 Eleanor Roosevelt Washington State quarters have been valued as high as $10,000, tell us in the comments if you've found the Eleanor Roosevelt quarter in your collection or pocket change. We'd love to hear about your discoveries. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more amazing coin stories, and make sure to like this video if you enjoyed learning about this inspiring and valuable coin. Top 3. In the vast collection of United States quarters, each coin tells a story of history, pride, and remarkable design. But among them, one quarter stands out for its unique look and surprising value: the 2007 Utah Washington State Quarter Dollar. This little coin from the America the Beautiful State Quarters series carries with it a story as rich as the landscape it represents. When the Utah quarter was released, it instantly captured the imagination of collectors across the country. Its design symbolizes the unity and progress that helped shape the American West. But what makes this coin so special is that some rare varieties and minting errors have turned an ordinary 25-cent piece into a treasure worth thousands. The Utah quarter celebrates the state's connection to the completion of the first transcontinental railroad, a moment that brought the nation together in 1869. This historic event took place at Promontory Summit, where the final golden spike was driven to connect the eastern and western rail lines. The reverse of the coin beautifully depicts two locomotives facing each other, their cowcatchers almost touching, with a golden spike shining between them. Above the trains, the words "Crossroads of the West" stand proudly, reminding everyone of Utah's vital role in linking America from coast to coast. On the obverse, as always, is the dignified portrait of George Washington, the symbol of leadership and integrity that unites every U.S. quarter. Together, these designs make the Utah quarter one of the most visually powerful in the entire series. The intricate detail of the trains, the smoke billowing from the engines, and the tiny lines of the railroad tracks show just how much care went into the design. Each element tells a part of the story of progress, engineering, and unity. Released in 2007, the Utah quarter was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each mint mark tells collectors where the coin began its journey. For most people, this coin passed through their hands unnoticed in change. But for collectors, the 2007 Utah quarter became a hidden gem, especially when unique variations began to appear. Some quarters showed minting errors that made them incredibly rare. Examples include off-center strikes, doubled dies, and even coins missing parts of their design due to die misalignment. These are the kinds of details collectors dream of finding. There's even a known variety where the details of the trains appear slightly doubled, something that instantly boosts the value of the coin for error enthusiasts. Beyond the minting mistakes, condition plays a massive role in determining value. A Utah quarter in pristine, uncirculated condition with sharp, mirror-like surfaces can be worth far more than its face value. Collectors who managed to keep their coins untouched since 2007 may now be holding on to a small fortune without even realizing it. The Utah quarter's story connects both history and modern collecting passion. It symbolizes how a simple design can honor one of the greatest engineering feats in American history while becoming a treasure of its own. When the series was launched, the state quarters program was already a huge success, but the Utah design quickly became a fan favorite. Its symbolism and artistic precision stood out even among the other beautiful coins of the set. Each train on the coin seems frozen in time, about to meet, just like two worlds uniting through steel and determination. That sense of motion and meaning gives this quarter an energy few coins can match. Finding a high-grade 2007 Utah quarter today isn't easy, especially since most were heavily circulated. The ones that remain flawless are rare and highly desirable among collectors. Proof versions from the San Francisco Mint, with their mirrored backgrounds and frosted designs, are particularly stunning. They showcase the full beauty of the artwork in a way ordinary coins can't. The coin not only commemorates Utah's contribution to the nation's growth but also serves as a tribute to the people who built the railroad with hard work and courage. It reminds us that progress often comes from unity: 2 tracks, 2 trains, 1 goal. That message still resonates deeply today. The excitement around this coin continues to grow as more collectors discover its historical significance and the surprising prices it can fetch. Even casual coin hunters love finding the Utah quarter in their change, wondering if they might have one of the rare varieties that are worth far more than expected. Many people have started checking their old coin jars and collections, hoping to spot those telltale signs of rarity, a small error that turns a regular coin into a collector's dream. With its strong symbolism, beautiful craftsmanship, and the thrill of hidden value, the 2007 Utah quarter remains one of the standout coins of the state quarters program. Whether you're a dedicated numismatist or just someone who enjoys the stories behind coins, this one never fails to impress. Fascinating how a small piece of metal can capture a moment in history, honor a great achievement, and still hold financial value for those lucky enough to find a rare one. Every Utah quarter tells a story of progress, unity, and discovery, values that have always defined America. And if you're fortunate enough to come across the rare 2007 Utah-Washington state quarter with the right condition or minting error, its value could reach as high as $67,000. Tell us in the comments if you've ever found a 2007 Utah quarter in your pocket or collection. We'd love to hear about your coins. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting coin stories, and make sure to like this video if you enjoyed learning about this remarkable and valuable piece of American history. Top 4. Every coin has a story, and some stories shine brighter than others. Among the 50 state quarters of the United States, one stands out for its beauty, symbolism, and surprising value: the 2003 Arkansas-Washington State Quarter Dollar. It's not just a coin, it's a sparkling tribute to the natural state, and for a few lucky collectors, it's a hidden treasure worth thousands. When the Arkansas quarter was released, it quickly became a favorite among collectors. Its design beautifully captures the state's nickname, known for its diamonds, lakes, and wildlife. The artwork on this coin tells a story of nature's beauty and the wealth of the land. The reverse side of the coin features an elegant design: a shining diamond, a mallard duck in flight, and a serene lake surrounded by reeds. Each element was chosen carefully to symbolize Arkansas's natural resources and its famous crater of Diamond State Park. That diamond in the center isn't just decoration, it represents the only diamond mine open to the public in the United States, where visitors can actually dig for real gems. This makes the Arkansas quarter not only artistic but also meaningful, connecting the coin directly to the state's history and pride. The graceful mallard duck flying over the water adds a touch of movement and life, symbolizing the wildlife that thrives in Arkansas's lakes and rivers. It's a design full of energy, harmony, and balance. On the obverse side, the familiar face of George Washington stands proudly, as he does on every state quarter, representing the strength and unity of the nation. Together, these designs make the Arkansas quarter one of the most visually stunning coins of the early 2000s. Released in 2003 as part of the U.S. Mint's 50 State Quarters program, this coin was minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each mint mark, P, D, or S, adds its own story and rarity. While millions of Arkansas quarters were struck for circulation, a few unique examples have surfaced that turned out to be far more valuable than anyone could have imagined. Collectors began to notice minting errors, such as doubled dies, off-center strikes, and even missing layers in the metal. These imperfections created one-of-a-kind coins that quickly caught the attention of numismatists. The most famous variety features a striking double die on the reverse, where the details of the diamond and lettering appear slightly duplicated. A rare and eye-catching mistake. Coins like this can turn a casual find into a collector's dream, and their values have skyrocketed in recent years. Even regular Arkansas quarters in brilliant uncirculated condition have become popular, especially those that still shine as if they just left the mint-proof versions, struck with extra care in San Francisco, have a mirrored background and frosted details that make the design stand out even more beautifully. The Arkansas quarter captures the spirit of the state perfectly. A mix of natural beauty, valuable resources, and timeless pride, its symbolism reminds collectors of America's diversity and the richness that each state contributes to the nation's story, from the lakes and wildlife to the sparkling diamond at its center. The design reflects both tranquility and treasure, a combination that makes this coin unforgettable. Collectors love coins that tell stories, and the Arkansas quarter's story is one of discovery, nature, and hidden fortune. Over the years, this coin has become a favorite for both new collectors and seasoned experts because of its elegant design and the thrill of its rare variations. Those who hunt through old coin rolls or jars of change often dream of finding a 2003 Arkansas quarter with a special flaw or exceptional condition. That possibility, the chance that a simple coin could be worth a fortune, that keeps coin collecting such an exciting hobby. When you look closely at this coin, the detailed artwork and symbolism remind you why so many people have fallen in love with collecting U.S. quarters. The Arkansas quarter isn't just another piece of currency, it's a small masterpiece that honors nature, artistry, and history all at once. For some, it's a sentimental keepsake representing the state they love. For others, it's a valuable asset that continues to rise in worth over time. Even decades after its release, this coin remains in the spotlight for its connection to American beauty and craftsmanship. And for the rare few who discover an Arkansas quarter with an extraordinary minting error or flawless preservation, the reward can be astounding, a reminder that treasures can appear in the most unexpected places, even in your pocket change. Collectors and enthusiasts around the country continue to share stories of finding rare state quarters that changed their lives, and the Arkansas 2003 quarter is often among them. It stands as proof that every coin has potential, every design hides a secret story waiting to be uncovered. And if you're lucky enough to find a rare 2003 Arkansas Washington state quarter in perfect condition or with a special mint error, its value could reach as high as $85,000. Tell us in the comments if you've ever come across an Arkansas state quarter or any other rare coin in your collection. We'd love to hear your stories. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more fascinating coin discoveries, and make sure to like this video if you enjoyed learning about this beautiful and valuable coin. Top 5. Among the remarkable coins of the America the Beautiful Quarters series, few capture the imagination quite like the 2018 Apostle Islands Washington State Quarter Dollar. This coin is more than just currency, it's a breathtaking tribute to nature, history, and America's spirit of preservation. For collectors, it's a small masterpiece that holds a big story within its gleaming surface. When the U.S. Mint released the Apostle Islands quarter in 2018, it celebrated one of Wisconsin's most stunning natural treasures, the Apostle Islands National Lakeshore. These islands, scattered across the clear blue waters of Lake Superior, are famous for their beauty, sea caves, and wildlife. The coin's reverse design beautifully captures the calm and grandeur of this landscape. It features a kayaker gliding through the famous sea caves near Devil's Island, with the lighthouse rising proudly in the distance. It's a peaceful yet powerful image that perfectly represents the natural wonder of the islands. The front of the coin, as always, carries the timeless portrait of George Washington, originally sculpted by John Flanagan, reminding us of the nation's enduring strength and leadership. Every detail on this quarter is carefully crafted: the ripples on the water, the rocky cliffs, and the tiny silhouette of the kayaker all combine to create one of the most artistic quarters ever released. When it first appeared in circulation, people immediately noticed its beauty, but what makes it truly special is that some of these coins have become incredibly valuable because of rare minting errors and exceptional condition. The Apostle Islands quarter was minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, and while millions were produced, only a few rare varieties stand out to collectors. Certain coins were found with die breaks, off-center strikes, or doubling in the inscriptions, creating rare versions that can sell for thousands of dollars. Collectors especially seek out those with double die errors on the reverse, where the waves, lettering, or details of the lighthouse appear slightly doubled. These tiny flaws make a big difference in value. Even perfectly struck examples in brilliant uncirculated or proof condition have become prized possessions among numismatists. The San Francisco proof versions, with their mirror-like finish and frosted design, display the artistry of this coin in stunning clarity. Each detail shines under the light, turning the small quarter into a work of art. But beyond its beauty and value, this coin tells the story of America's dedication to preserving nature. The Apostle Islands are home to historic lighthouses, ancient rock formations, and serene forests that have stood for centuries. The kayaker depicted on the coin represents human exploration and harmony with nature, a reminder that adventure and respect for the environment can coexist beautifully. Many collectors say that the 2018 Apostle Islands quarter stands out because of its tranquil design and the sense of calm it brings to anyone who looks at it in a series filled with majestic parks and monuments. This coin captures something different, a quiet moment of reflection, where nature speaks louder than anything else. For coin hunters, discovering one of these quarters in pristine condition feels like uncovering a hidden treasure from the heart of America. Over time, its rarity and artistry have made it one of the most desirable modern quarters for both new and seasoned collectors. Finding a flawless example straight from a mint roll or proof set is becoming increasingly difficult, as most have found their way into collections already. The 2018 Apostle Islands quarter stands as a symbol of peace, nature, and exploration, a coin that truly reflects the beauty of the place it honors. Fascinating how a single coin can capture such a vast, beautiful story in just a small circle of metal. Even those who aren't coin collectors can't help but admire the craftsmanship that went into this design. It's one of those quarters that instantly makes you stop and take a second look, and for those who look closely enough, there's always the possibility of finding that rare error or perfect strike that turns an ordinary coin into something extraordinary. This is why the Apostle Islands quarter continues to capture attention years after its release. It's a reminder that value doesn't always come from gold or silver, it comes from artistry, rarity, and history. Collectors continue to share stories of discovering rare examples in coin rolls, auctions, and even pocket change, proving that treasures still exist in the most unexpected places. Each coin carries with it a small piece of America's story, a tale of nature's beauty and the human spirit that seeks to preserve it, whether displayed in a collection or passed through everyday hands. The 2018 Apostle Islands quarter is a lasting tribute to the harmony between people and the wild. Its calm design and serene message remind us that some of life's most valuable things can't be measured, only appreciated. And if you're one of the lucky few to find a rare version of this quarter with a minting error or in perfect uncirculated condition, its value could soar as high as $25,000. Tell us in the comments if you've ever found the 2018 Apostle Islands quarter in your change or collection. We'd love to hear your stories. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more amazing coin discoveries, and make sure to like this video if you enjoyed learning about this peaceful and valuable treasure of American coinage. Top 5. Among the remarkable coins of the America the Beautiful Quarters series, few capture the imagination quite like the 2018 Apostle Islands Washington State quarter dollar. This coin is more than just currency, it's a breathtaking tribute to nature, history, and America's spirit of preservation. For collectors, it's a small masterpiece that holds a big story within its gleaming surface. When the U.S. Mint released the Apostle Islands quarter in 2018, it celebrated one of Wisconsin's most stunning natural treasures, the Apostle Islands National Lakeshore. These islands, scattered across the clear blue waters of Lake Superior, are famous for their beauty, sea caves, and wildlife. The coin's reverse design beautifully captures the calm and grandeur of this landscape. It features a kayaker gliding through the famous sea caves near Devil's Island, with the lighthouse rising proudly in the distance. It's a peaceful yet powerful image that perfectly represents the natural wonder of the islands. The front of the coin, as always, carries the timeless portrait of George Washington, originally sculpted by John Flanagan, reminding us of the nation's enduring strength and leadership. Every detail on this quarter is carefully crafted: the ripples on the water, the rocky cliffs, and the tiny silhouette of the kayaker all combine to create one of the most artistic quarters ever released. When it first appeared in circulation, people immediately noticed its beauty, but what makes it truly special is that some of these coins have become incredibly valuable because of rare minting errors and exceptional condition. The Apostle Islands quarter was minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, and while millions were produced, only a few rare varieties stand out to collectors. Certain coins were found with die breaks, off-center strikes, or doubling in the inscriptions, creating rare versions that can sell for thousands of dollars. Collectors especially seek out those with double die errors on the reverse, where the waves, lettering, or details of the lighthouse appear slightly doubled. These tiny flaws make a big difference in value. Even perfectly struck examples in brilliant uncirculated or proof condition have become prized possessions among numismatists. The San Francisco proof versions, with their mirror-like finish and frosted design, display the artistry of this coin in stunning clarity. Each detail shines under the light, turning the small quarter into a work of art. But beyond its beauty and value, this coin tells the story of America's dedication to preserving nature. The Apostle Islands are home to historic lighthouses, ancient rock formations, and serene forests that have stood for centuries. The kayaker depicted on the coin represents human exploration and harmony with nature, a reminder that adventure and respect for the environment can coexist beautifully. Many collectors say that the 2018 Apostle Islands quarter stands out because of its tranquil design and the sense of calm it brings to anyone who looks at it. In a series filled with majestic parks and monuments, this coin captures something different, a quiet moment of reflection, where nature speaks louder than anything else. For coin hunters, discovering one of these quarters in pristine condition feels like uncovering a hidden treasure from the heart of America. Over time, its rarity and artistry have made it one of the most desirable modern quarters for both new and seasoned collectors. Finding a flawless example straight from a mint roll or proof set is becoming increasingly difficult, as most have found their way into collections already. The 2018 Apostle Islands quarter stands as a symbol of peace, nature, and exploration. A coin that truly reflects the beauty of the place it honors. Fascinating how a single coin can capture such a vast, beautiful story in just a small circle of metal. Even those who aren't coin collectors can't help but admire the craftsmanship that went into this design. It's one of those quarters that instantly makes you stop and take a second look, and for those who look closely enough, there's always the possibility of finding that rare error or perfect strike that turns an ordinary coin into something extraordinary. This is why the Apostle Islands quarter continues to capture attention years after its release. It's a reminder that value doesn't always come from gold or silver, it comes from artistry, rarity, and history. Collectors continue to share stories of discovering rare examples in coin rolls, auctions, and even pocket change, proving that treasures still exist in the most unexpected places. Each coin carries with it a small piece of America's story, a tale of nature's beauty and the human spirit that seeks to preserve it, whether displayed in a collection or passed through everyday hands. The 2018 Apostle Islands quarter is a lasting tribute to the harmony between people and the wild. Its calm design and serene message remind us that some of life's most valuable things can't be measured, only appreciated. And if you're one of the lucky few to find a rare version of this quarter with a minting error or in perfect uncirculated condition, its value could soar as high as $25,000. Tell us in the comments if you've ever found the 2018 Apostle Islands quarter in your change or collection. We'd love to hear your stories. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more amazing coin discoveries, and make sure to like this video if you enjoyed learning about this peaceful and valuable treasure of American coinage. Top 6. The year 1965 marked a turning point in the history of American coinage. It was a year of change, innovation, and surprise, and at the center of it all was the United States of America Washington quarter dollar. This seemingly ordinary coin holds a story that continues to amaze collectors and treasure hunters even today. At first glance, the 1965 quarter might not seem special. It looks just like any other Washington quarter, with George Washington's proud profile on the front and the majestic bald eagle on the back. But beneath that familiar design lies a tale of transition that forever changed U.S. coin production. Before 1965, quarters were made of 90% silver. But rising silver prices forced the U.S. Mint to take drastic action. In that pivotal year, they removed silver from the quarter's composition and replaced it with a copper-nickel-clad alloy. This change was meant to save money, but it created confusion and a rare opportunity for collectors. Somewhere during that hectic switch, a small number of 1,965 quarters were accidentally struck on leftover 90% silver planchets from 1964. The rare mistakes are now some of the most valuable modern U.S. coins ever found. They look almost identical to regular 1965 quarters, but their weight, sound, and shine give away their secret. Collectors call them transitional errors, and they're considered legends in the numismatic world. Finding one is like discovering a missing piece of American history. The silver 1965 Washington quarter weighs about 6.25 grams, while the regular copper-nickel version weighs only 5.67 grams. That tiny difference is what separates an ordinary coin from a fortune. Most people who held these coins back in the 1960s had no idea what they possessed. They spent them, saved them, or lost them in drawers, unaware that a few were worth thousands. Even today, some of these rare silver quarters might still be hiding in old coin jars, waiting for someone to notice their unusual ring or slightly heavier feel. The 1965 quarter also marks the first year the Mint removed mint marks entirely, to prevent coin hoarding. So no matter where it was struck, Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco, the coin carries no mint mark at all. That makes identifying the silver error versions even more exciting and challenging, since you can't rely on a mint mark clue. You have to look deeper. Collectors often test their 1965 quarters by weighing them on precise scales or listening for the clear, ringing tone of silver when gently tapped, under magnification. The silver versions also have smoother edges compared to the copper colored edge of regular clad quarters. That small detail can make all the difference. Over the years, these rare 1965 silver quarters have become legends in coin collecting circles. When they appear at auctions, they command extraordinary prices and draw huge attention. Even standard 1965 quarters in pristine, uncirculated condition can attract collectors because they represent the first year of the modern clad era. The coin's design remains timeless. George Washington's noble image by sculptor John Flanagan and the soaring eagle clutching arrows on the reverse. This design, used for decades, symbolizes American strength, freedom, and history. But the 1965 version adds a twist. It's both the end of one era and the beginning of another. Finding a genuine silver 1965 quarter is like catching lightning in a bottle. Few exist, and each one is a piece of minting history that shouldn't even have been made. Some were discovered in special mint sets from the era, while others surfaced unexpectedly in pocket change. Each discovery tells a story of luck, patience, and curiosity. The excitement of checking old coins from that period never fades, especially knowing that one of the rare silver transitional errors could still be out there. For decades, collectors have hunted tirelessly, checking every 1965 quarter they find, hoping for that one extraordinary discovery, the coin that perfectly represents the thrill of numismatics, where history, rarity, and mystery meet in the palm of your hand. Even though millions of regular 1965 quarters were made, the few struck in silver are among the most sought-after coins of the 20th century. Their story is one of oversight turned into opportunity, proving that even small mistakes can lead to incredible treasures. This is why the 1965 Washington quarter remains a favorite topic among coin collectors and historians alike. It's a symbol of change, rarity, and unexpected fortune. If you ever come across a 1965 quarter that feels a little heavier or shines differently, don't ignore it. You might just be holding a rare piece of American minting history. And if that special coin happens to be one of the extremely rare silver-struck quarters from that year, its value could reach an astonishing $225,000. Tell us in the comments if you've ever checked your 1965 quarters or found any interesting coins in your change. We'd love to hear your stories. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more incredible coin discoveries, And be sure to like this video if you enjoyed learning about the amazing and valuable 1965 Washington quarter. Top 7. The 1971 United States of America Washington quarter dollar may look like just another piece of change, but hidden within its silver-like shine lies a story of mystery, value, and unexpected fortune. For collectors, this coin has become one of the most fascinating pieces of modern American currency ever minted. At first glance, the 1971 quarter seems ordinary. It features the familiar face of George Washington on the obverse, his gaze calm and determined, and the proud bald eagle on the reverse, wings spread wide as a symbol of strength and freedom. Yet, as every coin collector knows, appearances can be deceiving. What makes the 1971 quarter so interesting is not just its design, but the strange and rare minting events that took place that year. The 1971 issue followed the great shift of the 1960s, when silver was removed from circulating quarters and replaced with a copper-nickel composition. While most quarters from that era were made of this new alloy, rumors and discoveries suggest that a few 1971 quarters were accidentally struck on leftover 40% silver planchets intended for special coin sets. That small mistake has turned these coins into modern legends. Imagine holding a 1971 quarter that shouldn't even exist in silver. It's an accident of history, a mix-up that somehow escaped the mint's careful quality control. Collectors who have found these rare silver versions can immediately tell the difference by the sound, the shine, and the feel. They have a brighter luster and a slightly heavier weight than regular quarters. While the regular 1971 quarter weighs about 5.67 grams, the silver transitional errors can weigh around 5.75 grams or more, enough to raise the eyebrows of any experienced numismatist. Most of these rare examples were discovered in circulation years after they were released. Someone likely spent them without realizing their true worth, and they passed from hand to hand like ordinary coins. For coin hunters, the thrill of checking every 1971 quarter never fades. It's that small hope that one might turn out to be one of those rare transitional silver strikes worth a small fortune, even beyond the silver era mystery. The 1971 Washington quarter holds collector interest for its fine design and mint variations. It was produced in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, with each mint creating its own distinct look. The Philadelphia coins carry no mint mark, the Denver coins feature a bold D, and the San Francisco issues were struck as beautiful proofs for collectors. The proof versions shine with mirror-like brilliance, showcasing every detail of Washington's profile and the eagle's feathers in incredible clarity. But the true stars of the show are the rare minting errors, those unusual 1971 quarters that feature double strikes, off-center designs, or even die cracks across the surface. Some of these errors, especially those with visible doubling in the inscriptions like Liberty or In God We Trust, can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Collectors are always on the lookout for these little mistakes because they transform ordinary coins into valuable artifacts of minting history. Amazing to think that something as small as a misalignment or a die flaw can turn a 25-cent coin into a collector's dream piece. The Washington quarter itself is one of America's most beloved coins. Since its introduction in 1932, it has carried the face of the nation's first president, serving as a constant reminder of leadership and freedom. By 1971, the design had already become a classic, instantly recognizable across the country. Yet that year's issues have a mystique all their own. Many collectors believe that hidden among the millions of ordinary 1971 quarters are a handful of ultra-rare coins that escaped the mint's attention. Those accidental silver strikes that survived against all odds. Each time a coin roll is opened or an old collection is examined, there's always a sense of anticipation. Could one of those legendary quarters be inside? That's what makes the 1971 quarter so exciting. It combines history, mystery, and the thrill of the hunt all in one small piece of metal. The details on the coin remain timeless. Washington's profile, the sharp lines of his hair, the eagle's bold wings. It's a coin that balances artistry with national pride. Even standard uncirculated 1971 quarters have become popular with collectors who love coins that represent the early post-silver era of U.S. currency. And the ones in mint condition, with flawless luster and no scratches, can fetch impressive prices, especially if they come from special mint sets or rolls. Every year, collectors discover new varieties and errors, making the 1971 quarter an ongoing treasure hunt. It's proof that even in modern coinage, surprises still exist. For those who collect, study, and cherish coins, the 1971 Washington quarter is a fascinating piece of American minting history. A coin where one simple oversight could mean unimaginable value. So, if you ever come across a 1971 quarter that feels heavier, rings differently, or gleams with a special shine, don't overlook it. It could be one of those extremely rare transitional errors worth a fortune. And if you happen to find one of those special 1971 Washington quarter dollars in perfect condition or struck on a silver planchet, its value could reach as high as $195,000. Tell us in the comments if you've ever found or checked your 1971 quarters for errors. We'd love to hear your stories. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more amazing coin discoveries. And make sure to like this video if you enjoyed learning about this rare and valuable piece of American coin history. Top 8. The 1979 United States of America Washington quarter dollar may look like an ordinary coin resting in your change jar, but hidden among these coins are rare pieces that collectors dream about. Behind the shining image of George Washington lies a story filled with mystery, history, and surprising value that makes this year's quarter one of the most exciting coins to search for. The Washington quarter has been a symbol of American pride since 1932, celebrating the 200th birthday of the first President of the United States. But as the decades passed, each minting year brought its own charm and sometimes its own surprises. The 1979 quarter is no exception. At first glance, you'll see the familiar portrait of George Washington facing left, designed by John Flanagan. The word Liberty arches proudly across the top, and below the portrait, the date 1979 gleams in bold digits. It's a classic look, simple, strong, and distinctly American. Flip it over, and you're greeted by the majestic bald eagle, wings spread wide, clutching arrows in its talons and surrounded by olive branches. This design has stood the test of time, representing peace and power hand in hand. But what makes the 1979 quarter fascinating to collectors isn't just its beautiful design, it's the unusual minting details, rare varieties, and hidden errors that make some of these coins worth a fortune. In 1979, quarters were struck at 3 different mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each mint left its own small mark on the coin, with D for Denver, S for San Francisco, and no mark at all for Philadelphia. Most of these coins were made from the standard copper-nickel composition, a metal mix that replaced silver back in 1965. However, a few incredibly rare 1979 quarters have shown up that were mistakenly struck on silver planchets left over from earlier minting years. Imagine discovering a silver 1979 quarter, something that was never supposed to exist. That's exactly what has happened to a few lucky collectors who checked their coins carefully. You can usually identify these rare silver strikes by their slightly heavier weight and the pure, bell-like ring when gently tapped. The edges also appear cleaner and brighter compared to the duller copper-nickel tones. Aside from these silver planchet errors, some 1979 quarters are famous for double strikes and die errors. These include doubled lettering on Liberty or In God We Trust, or visible cracks running through the date or eagle design. Such coins, especially when preserved in near-perfect condition, can sell for jaw-dropping amounts at auction. Collectors love them because they capture a moment when human error turned an ordinary coin into something unique. The San Francisco Mint also produced proof coins that year, intended for collectors rather than circulation. These proof coins shine with mirror-like brilliance and are easily identified by their sharp detail and glossy finish. Even among proofs, there are 2 distinct varieties: the Type 1 with a filled S mint mark and the Type 2 with a clear S. The Type 2 proof is rarer and more desirable, making it a small treasure in itself. Over time, the 1979 quarter has become a popular coin for both new and seasoned collectors to search for. Its rich history, variety of errors, and connection to a changing era in U.S. coinage make it an intriguing piece of Americana. You ever come across an uncirculated 1979 quarter with a bright shine and know where? It's worth setting aside. Coins in mint state condition often fetch much higher prices than circulated ones. collectors often look for high-grade examples certified by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. The higher the grade, the higher the value, especially if the coin displays unique minting characteristics. Even more fascinating is how many people overlook these treasures every day. They're sitting in drawers, coin jars, and even vending machines, just waiting to be discovered by someone with a sharp eye. The 1979 Washington quarter captures the spirit of American minting during a period of change. It bridges the gap between traditional craftsmanship and modern production, carrying both the beauty of design and the intrigue of rarity. Those who collect coins know that each one tells a story, not just of metal and minting, but of people, time, and history itself. The 1979 quarter reminds us that even in everyday objects, there can be something truly extraordinary. This coin's combination of historical appeal, minting variety, and potential errors has made it a favorite subject among coin enthusiasts across the country. And because millions were minted, there's always a chance that one of these rare varieties could be hiding in your pocket change right now. So next time you find a 1979 quarter, take a closer look at it. Check the mint mark, the edges, and the details. You might just be holding a coin that could change your day, or your life. Collectors say that the thrill of coin hunting isn't just about the money, but the history each coin carries with it. Every scratch, shine, and curve tells a part of America's story, and in the case of the 1979 Washington quarter, that story could lead you straight to a rare treasure with incredible value. This coin, born in a year that marked new directions in U.S. minting, has become a modern classic for good reason. It continues to surprise collectors and inspire treasure hunters around the world. The next time you hear a coin clink into your hand, remember, it might not just be 25 cents. It could be a piece of history worth far more than you imagine, because the rarest and most valuable 1979 Washington quarter dollar has been known to sell for an incredible $155,000. You enjoyed this story? Tell us in the comments if you've ever found a 1979 quarter or checked your coins for errors. We'd love to hear your discoveries. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more amazing coin stories, and make sure to like this video so more collectors can learn about the hidden treasures waiting in their change. Top 9. The 1981 United States of America Washington quarter dollar may look like an ordinary coin that's passed through countless hands, but for collectors, it holds secrets that could make your heart skip a beat. Hidden among these quarters are rare and valuable varieties that turn a simple 25-cent piece into a treasure worth thousands of dollars. When you look closely at the 1981 quarter, the first thing you notice is its timeless design. The obverse side features the profile of George Washington, the nation's first president, gazing confidently toward the future. His image has been a symbol of leadership, independence, and pride since the quarter's debut in 1932. Above Washington's head is the word liberty, a reminder of the nation's founding ideals. Just below his chin, the famous motto "In God We Trust" stands boldly. And beneath his image, the date 1981 gleams, a year that marked one of the last chapters before America's coinage began its massive design transformations. Flip the coin over, and you're met with a powerful image of the bald eagle. Its wings spread wide, clutching arrows and olive branches, the eagle symbolizes America's readiness to defend peace while standing tall and free. It's a design that has inspired collectors for generations. In 1981, quarters were struck at 3 different mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each mint added its own touch, with the P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, and S for San Francisco proof coins. Most of these coins were made of the standard copper-nickel composition, introduced in 1965 after silver was phased out from U.S. quarters. However, a few incredibly rare 1981 quarters were mistakenly struck on leftover 40% silver planchets. That small minting error turned a handful of 1981 quarters into hidden treasures worth a fortune today. These silver error coins can be identified by their slightly heavier weight, distinct shine, and a bright ring when dropped gently on a hard surface. Collectors say that finding one of these silver planchet 1981 quarters feels like discovering gold in your pocket. It's the kind of mistake that was never supposed to happen, but did. The majority of 1981 quarters, though, were made for regular circulation. Yet even among these, there are varieties and errors that can raise their value dramatically. Some coins feature double die obverse errors, where parts of the design, especially Liberty or In God We Trust, appear slightly doubled. Others may show off-center strikes, missing letters, or unusual die cracks that create fascinating lines across the surface of the coin. These imperfections are not flaws to collectors, they're treasures that tell the story of how human hands and machines sometimes leave their mark on history. Then there are the 1981 S-proof quarters, struck with incredible care for collectors. These proofs were made with mirrored backgrounds and razor-sharp details. But even here, something unusual happened. Two types of mint marks were used that year, the Type 1S with a blob-like shape and the Type 2S with a clear, crisp appearance. The Type 2S proofs are rarer and much more desirable among collectors, often fetching impressive prices in the coin market. For coin enthusiasts, the 1981 quarter represents an exciting year in U.S. numismatic history. It came at a time when technology was advancing, but precision still relied on human oversight. That balance created room for rare and valuable mistakes. Even ordinary circulation coins can become treasures if they've been preserved in pristine, uncirculated condition. Coins graded mint state 67 or higher can sell for astonishing prices simply because of their flawless surfaces and bright luster. When you hold a 1981 quarter in your hand, think about how far it's traveled. It may have been in the pockets of workers, students, and travelers across decades. But one coin, just one, could be worth far more than anyone could imagine. Collectors often say that the thrill of coin hunting isn't just about the money, it's about uncovering history, piece by piece. And the 1981 quarter embodies that thrill perfectly, from its elegant design to its surprising rarity. This coin has captured the imagination of people who dream of finding the extraordinary hidden in the ordinary, also a reminder of the artistry and precision that go into creating something so small yet so meaningful. Every coin tells a story of the people who made it, the nation it represents, and the chance mistakes that make it special. The 1981 quarter has become a favorite target for those who love searching through rolls of coins, hoping for that one piece with an error or rare metal composition, and who knows? Maybe one day, while counting your change, you'll spot a coin that feels just a little heavier, shines a little brighter, and carries a story worth telling, because every now and then, luck finds those who look closely, and for coin collectors, that luck could come in the form of a rare Washington quarter from 1981. Even after decades, the allure of this coin hasn't faded. It remains one of the most sought-after pieces for modern coin hunters who know how to spot beauty in the smallest details. Whether it's a minting error, a proof variety, or a perfect uncirculated gem, the 1981 Washington quarter continues to prove that even the smallest things can hold incredible worth. So, next time you receive a quarter as change, don't just spend it, study it. Because you might be holding something that carries not just value, but history and legacy. And if you ever come across the rare 1981 Washington quarter dollar with a minting error, silver planchet, or pristine proof finish, its value could reach as high as $145,000. Tell us in the comments if you've ever found or checked your 1981 quarters for errors. We'd love to hear your stories. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more amazing coin discoveries, and make sure to like this video so more people can join in the hunt for these incredible hidden treasures of American history. Top 10. The 1988 United States of America Washington quarter dollar might look like just another everyday coin that's passed through countless hands, but for those who know its secrets, it's a small masterpiece hiding extraordinary value. Among the millions minted, a few rare and unusual examples from this year have become legendary among collectors. At first sight, the 1988 quarter displays the familiar, trusted face of George Washington, the nation's first president. His proud profile, designed by John Flanagan, represents the spirit of leadership and the foundation of the United States. It's a design that's been admired since its first appearance in 1932. Across the top of the obverse, the word liberty shines brightly, a word that carries deep meaning for every American. Just below Washington's chin sits the motto, "In God We Trust," and at the bottom, the date 1988 marks its year of minting, a time when American coinage was transitioning into the modern era. When you flip the coin over, you're greeted by one of the most powerful images in U.S. currency history, the majestic bald eagle. With wings stretched wide, clutching arrows and olive branches, the eagle stands for both strength and peace, perfectly capturing the American spirit. But what makes the 1988 quarter truly special isn't just its artistry. It's the fascinating world of errors, varieties, and rare versions that turn ordinary coins into treasures worth thousands. In 1988, Washington quarters were struck at 3 major mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each mint produced millions of coins, but a few unexpected minting errors slipped through, turning some of these quarters into valuable collector's items. The Philadelphia quarters bear no mint mark, while the Denver ones carry a small D beneath the motto, "In God We Trust." The San Francisco coins, marked with an S, were made as proofs for collectors, gleaming with mirror-like surfaces and razor-sharp detail. Among these, certain proof coins stand out for their remarkable clarity and perfection. These coins were never meant to circulate, yet some have been found outside mint sets, adding to their intrigue and value. Collectors also prize the rare error coins from 1988, those struck on the wrong planchets, double struck, or featuring off-center designs. Each of these errors tells a story of human oversight and minting imperfection that fascinates the numismatic world. Imagine discovering a 1988 quarter that was accidentally struck on a copper penny planchet. It would be lighter in weight and display a unique golden red color instead of the standard silver gray tone. That mistake would make it worth thousands instantly. Another prized error is the double die strike, where parts of the lettering or date appear doubled due to misalignment during the minting process. These coins often show visible doubling in Liberty or "In God We Trust." Collectors also look for off-center strikes where a portion of the design is missing, or die cracks that create raised lines across Washington's face or the eagle's wings. Each of these varieties transforms an everyday coin into a unique piece of minting history. The 1988 quarter is part of the copper-nickel-clad series that began after silver was removed from U.S. quarters in 1965. But that doesn't mean silver is completely out of the picture. Some rare examples were accidentally struck on leftover silver planchets intended for commemorative issues. Those rare silver planchet 1988 quarters have a distinct tone, weight, and sound. If you ever hold one in your hand, you'll notice a brighter shine and a clearer ring when tapped gently on a surface. Even without major errors, uncirculated and high-grade 1988 quarters are highly collectible. Coins preserved in mint state condition with flawless surfaces and strong luster can sell for impressive prices, especially when graded by top certification services. Proof coins from the San Francisco Mint, especially those with deep cameo contrast, are sought after for their mirror-like background and frosted details. They showcase the craftsmanship and precision that the U.S. Mint is known for. While millions of 1988 quarters were made for circulation, only a handful of exceptional examples exist, those that combine perfect condition, unique mint errors, or rare planchet compositions. Finding one of these rare quarters is like uncovering a small piece of American history, a moment when something extraordinary slipped past the mint's watchful eyes. Collectors love the 1988 Washington quarter because it represents both the perfection and imperfection of the minting process, a blend of art, history, and luck. Also a reminder that even the most ordinary objects can hide incredible secrets. A coin you've had for years might be worth far more than its face value if you take a closer look. The Washington quarter design continued through the 1980s, and each year brought new varieties, errors, and stories. But 1988 stands out for its surprising minting quirks and the discovery of coins that defy expectations. So next time you find a 1988 quarter in your change, don't overlook it. Check the mint mark, study the details, and look closely for signs of doubling or off-center strikes. It might not just be a coin, it might be a small fortune hiding in plain sight. Collectors know that the real thrill lies not only in owning a rare coin, but in the excitement of the hunt, the possibility that something extraordinary could be waiting in your own pocket. Every coin has a story, and the 1988 Washington quarter tells one of hidden beauty, chance mistakes, and lasting legacy. It's proof that even in a world of mass production, accidents can create treasures that stand the test of time. So keep your eyes open, because that simple quarter in your hand could be worth far more than 25 cents. It could be a ticket to an incredible discovery, And if you ever come across one of those rare 1988 Washington quarter dollars with minting errors, uncirculated shine, or struck on the wrong planchet, its value could reach as high as $110,000. Tell us in the comments if you've ever found or checked your 1988 quarters for errors. We'd love to hear about your discoveries. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more amazing coin stories, and make sure to like this video so more collectors can join the hunt for these hidden treasures of American coin history.